pretty soon I'm gonna do a topic on, money. I've been talking about it lately, but I'm gonna focus on the dollar bill and we're gonna break it down. And we're gonna focus on how money is part of that spirit of acute. And unfortunately, we do need it to survive this world, but do we really? Novus Ordo Secularum, the Latin phrase, means new order of the ages. Okay, let's understand the origin of this phrase. This phrase was chosen in 1782 by Charles Thompson, who was the secretary of the Continental Congress. He took it from the Roman poet, which described a coming golden age of peace and renewal after much turmoil. The Latin line reads, "The great order of the ages is born anew." Thompson used it to symbolize the beginning of a new era in human government, the founding of the United States after breaking away from monarchies and empires. Render unto Caesar, lessons from the dollar bill, understanding civil authority, money, and spiritual allegiance. Biblical principle, Matthew 22:21. Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Key concept, Caesar equals human civil authority, earthly systems. God, equal divine authority, moral and spiritually. Little Hebrew insight. Caesar things, Ma'asah, Adam. Tzalim, Elohim. Ma'asah, Adam is man works/system. Tzalim, Elohim, God image and humans. A little spiritual lesson. Money bears the image of man's system. Using it responsibly equals interacting with Caesar coin. So, we got to use money responsibly, knowing it represents man's system, the laws, economy, government. And in mind, not letting money or earthly systems define your life, because your true allegiance is to God. Just like Jesus taught, you can interact with Caesar's system without becoming enslaved spiritually. A little biblical connection to coins. Roman coin analogy, coins bore Caesar's image, belong to Caesar. Today's money carries human symbols, systems, belongs to the worldly system. Spiritual takeaway, obey civil law, pay taxes, use money wisely. Keep ultimate allegiance to God, though. He's our true ruler. And it goes back to the golden rule. All money, not good money. Just remember that. And money don't lead us to a fruitful life. The dollar bill symbols show man building a system apart from God. Like Babel, human unity and power can exist without divine guidance. A little Hebrew lesson, Sender Adam is man's system versus Sidar Elohim, God's system. Always distinguish between earthly authority and divine authority. Interact with civil system wisely. Maintain spiritual allegiance to God. Recognize worldly systems. Money, government, institutions are man-made and temporary. And if you enjoyed this little video, answer these discussion questions at the bottom. And like, share, and that's Bible study.